This evening news, the latest in the national weather forecast. Joining us, Letitia Humphreys. Letitia, good evening.
Good evening, Ursel, and good evening to everyone joining us tonight. There is a very active tropical wave that is expected to move across the Eastern Caribbean in the next 24 hours, bringing with it some rather unstable weather conditions. I'll get into more details on that and more after this break. And welcome back. On our satellite imagery for tonight, we have 3 tropical waves that are in the Atlantic. The first one just to the east of the Eastern Caribbean islands. We are here in Antigua and Barbuda and the rest of the Caribbean islands. This is expected to move across our area over the next 24 hours, bringing some thunderstorm activity as well as some moderate to heavy showers over the next 24 to 48 hours because it will be moving through, and across the Virgin Islands as well, we'll be seeing those unsettled conditions as that wave progresses along. Now there is another wave that is behind that is being monitored by the National Hurricane Center. So this first wave is also being monitored by the National Hurricane Center, as well as this second wave. But the third wave, not really showing much signs of development at the moment, so just monitoring it as it progresses across. Now here we have Hurricane Gabrielle, as Gabrielle continues to move towards the northeast, away from any landmass. It is just to the east of Bermuda at the moment, but it is not expected to directly impact any landmass. Now, here on our tropical weather outlook, we see that that first tropical wave has been given just a 10% chance to develop into a tropical cyclone within the next 2 days. However, 50% chance within the next 7 days, but by that time it would have passed our area, so we're not really too concerned about it developing into a tropical cyclone before it actually moves across the Eastern Caribbean. Now, the second wave behind has been given a 30% chance to develop into a tropical cyclone in 2 days and an 80% chance in 7 days. That is moving towards the northwest and west-northwest, expected to pass safely to the northeast of us. So this wave, if it does develop, is not expected to impact us here in the Eastern Caribbean or directly impact us, because we know that there are effects such as marine activities that could be disrupted as a result of the seas becoming a bit hazardous. Now, Gabrielle, as I mentioned, at 5 p.m. this afternoon was located just about 31.7 degrees north, 61.8 degrees west. This is just to the east of Bermuda. Moving towards the north-northeast at 12 miles per hour. Gabrielle is now a Category 4 hurricane with maximum sustained winds of 140 miles per hour. Now, a closer look at that tropical wave, you can see how active it is at the moment. All those flashes are indicating a lot of thunderstorm activity associated with it. Therefore, we are anticipating very unstable weather as it moves into our area tomorrow. We can see these outer bands, so we could be getting a bit of this from tonight, but the heavier or the bulk of the activity is expected mainly tomorrow, where we could actually be issuing flash flood watches, could be upgraded to an advisory and even a warning. So be on the lookout for that. Make sure you're prepared when you go on out. This is more going to be an afternoon activity. Although I said ahead of it there are some lines that could bring periodic showers, but make sure you go on out. When you go on out, you are well prepared. Now, across our area today, we had some light showers, mainly across Barbuda. The maximum temperature 33 degrees Celsius or 91 degrees Fahrenheit for Antigua, 32 degrees Celsius or 90 degrees Fahrenheit for Barbuda. The breeze started out of the east and then shifted to the east-northeast at 14 miles per hour. And this is actually telling me that that wave is actually drawing closer, because you tend to see that wind shift, which gives us the indication that something unstable or there was some kind of instability in the atmosphere. Now outside, presently, we are seeing temperatures of around 28 degrees Celsius to 82 degrees Fahrenheit. The breeze continues out of the east-northeast at just about 9 miles per hour. Now there is a 60% chance of showers in the forecast for those streamers that are coming across. The breeze continues out of the east-northeast. The overnight low dipping to 24 degrees Celsius or 75 degrees Fahrenheit. Tomorrow it's going to be an active day. Showers and thunderstorms in the forecast. A wind shift to the east-southeast between 10 to 20 miles per hour. However, the daytime high is expected to be slightly lower, just about 32 degrees Celsius or 90 degrees Fahrenheit. Because of that wave also, it is churning up the sea, so there is a small craft caution in effect. The winds are going to be between 12 to 20 miles per hour, and also there may be some gusts to around 30 miles per hour, 30 to 35 miles per hour, especially during the shower downpours, so be on the lookout for those as well. Across the area for the next couple of days, we see a moderate chance of showers throughout the rest of the week. And on Friday, well, Thursday and Friday, the winds are going to be a bit on the lighter side, so we're going to be seeing some hot days again. We had a few of those last week. And so we could be seeing an increase in the chance of showers as a result of daytime heating activity. So be aware, keep yourselves hydrated, or maximum temperature getting up to 34 degrees Celsius or 95 degrees Fahrenheit. And now the overnight low getting down to as low as 22 degrees Celsius or 72 degrees Fahrenheit. The seas are caution in effect for the first 2 days, and then for the rest of the week, the seas will go back down to marginally safe levels. And here ends tonight's weather presentation. Ursil.
All right, Letitia, those waves coming off the African coast, hot and heavy, but thankfully they're avoiding us. Is that right?
Thankfully, but remember it's September, so remember, ensure that you're prepared just in the event that we happen to get anything that decides to just come and visit us in the lovely Caribbean islands. I don't want any, I know you all don't want any, but just in the event that something decides to come across us in the Eastern Caribbean, ensure that you have your hurricane preparedness plans in place.
All right, Letitia Humphreys there with the National Weather Forecast for this evening. Coming up next...